Hi everyone, this is Renee Arbia Art and this is the Poison Dart Frog 30-minute tutorial. The drawing tutorial was another reel right before this, so grab your Poison Dart Frog drawing and let's get our supplies. For our watercolor paint colors, you're going to need a blue, a dark, medium, and light orange, a dark and light brown, a black, and a white. Gonna need some paper towel, glass of water, some brushes, a flat, a round 2, a round 6, a round 0, and a rigger. Let's gather all your supplies and let's get started. We're gonna start with the light and the dark green. Now lightly wet your paper all but the frog. Start with the flat brush and the dark green and let's paint the leaves. These are going to be here in this far background, so these ones are the farthest background. We're going to paint with this dark green in our flat brush, and you can make this really watery and even leave a little space right here, so that way, and where you see some light, so when we use the light green, we're going to put the light green in those areas. So wherever you think that you want to have it dark in the leaves and then leave some lights, that's what we're going to paint. And feel free to be free with the background, however you want, wherever your frog is, what part of the tree or the branch it is, and what the leaves will look like. And once you finish the dark green, you're going to clean off your brush and dip into the light green and just do little swirls on top of the dark. Not just in the white areas, but also on top of the dark. This gives your leaves in the background a lot more depth, and the swirl is a different type of texture. Now you're going to use the light green to paint the veins of the leaves. So wherever you have some veins on your leaves, you're going to use this light green to kind of accentuate them. Now we're going to go back to the dark green and we're going to fill in the rest of the leaves. So wherever you have between the veins that's left, we're now going to paint this the dark green. Now we're going to grab our black, dark brown, and light brown. Take that round 6 brush that you have, dip into the dark brown in some water, and outline your bridge. Use the dark brown to also paint the shading under the frog. Now let's give the log some character by painting the lines on the log. And feel free to put them wherever you'd like. Make them pretty straight and horizontal, but they can be a little wiggly here and there. Now we're going to take our dark brown still and we're going to do a good shading right on the outsides of the log, the top and the bottom. So now we're going to take our round 2 brush, dip it in some water and into the dark brown, and we're going to use this dark brown to outline our leaves, especially these ones on top here that are overlapping. You want to make sure there's a good outline on them. Now we're going to dip into the light brown and paint the rest of the log with just some horizontal strokes. This should be a nice, fun time to really get some good painting in. Okay, so now that we have finished up our log, we're going to take our round zero brush, wet it, and lightly dip into the black paint and outline the frog. Now normally we wouldn't use black with watercolors and outlining, but because the poison dart frog actually has a base that's black for its spots, this outline actually looks really good on it. So we're going to start and just do it very lightly. And now make sure when we color in the eye, we can leave just a little bit of white, so a little speck of life. Alright, I had forgotten to put on my record button, so I got a little ahead without you, but all I was doing was painting these spots. So you just start painting spots, make sure we do the toes. There's a nice little line down the center that kind of cuts the eye in half, so I wanted to make sure you do that. And some of the ones down the center of the back, so that looks very symmetrically straight. And make sure you put a nice dot on the other eye too. Okay, now it's time to add some color. So we're going to get our 3 oranges, a light, a medium, and a dark orange. And we're going to start painting our frog. So I recommend grabbing your round zero brush, getting it wet and dipping into the light orange. And start at the tip of the frog's mouth and paint backwards. Try not to paint over the black. You want to leave that black really shiny, dark, and glossy. So you're going to want to keep this orange just really small. That's why we're using this round zero brush for the detailing. Now I want you to take that same brush and dip into the dark orange and paint from the back of the body to the middle and even over some of the top if you want, if you like how it looks also. You can use your own judgment on some of this, as each frog has a blend of all three oranges. So what it looks like can actually be a personal interpretation to yourself. You just want to keep all the oranges on the body and not on the legs. So again, this is how it's up to interpretation. So here I just take my rigger brush, use it with some of the medium orange, and just kind of paint the frog whatever kind of deep colors I like, or light colors for the orange. Again, just as long as you stay on the body and not the legs, as this is the orange part. Most of these frogs, their body is orange and just the legs end up blue. So any kind of combination, feel free to use some of your own choices. Okay, so now we're on our last bit of color. We're going to get our blue and just a tiny bit of white paint if you have it. And I'm going to dip my small round zero brush and paint the legs blue. Again, we're going to be careful not to paint over the black if you can help it, because you want those black spots to be very shiny and bright. If you do paint over them, you can fix it when it's dry. Now clean your round zero brush really well and dip very lightly into the white and just add a little bit of highlight to the nose, the front toes, and the knee. Very light, and you'll shine so bright though and look so good. And of course, don't forget to sign your masterpiece. And we are finished. Great job. Thanks so much for painting with me. I'd love it if you'd post a photo of your painting in our chat. Be sure you're subscribed to see my next tutorial.